Hello guys, welcome back to IsTiN OK. It's time to explore the vast world of gaming with a list of 15 best open world games for PlayStation 5 that you can play in 2023. Let's get started. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, another best game from Ubisoft. It is the 12th major installment in the Assassin's Creed series. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is a truly epic saga set in the Viking era, presenting one of the most diverse worlds in Assassin's Creed. It is filled with little stories, secrets, collectibles, and memorable moments. Most importantly, it is a fantastic open-world action RPG game. Watch Dogs Legion. Watch Dogs Legion is an action-adventure game developed by Ubisoft Toronto and published by Ubisoft. The game is set in a fictional representation of the city of London, designed as an open world and play from a third-person perspective. You will play as Dalton Wolf, a hacker from a collective called DeathSec who is fighting for freedom in the city. This game offers various types of gameplay, from hacking, vehicle driving to physical combat. You can use various tools and tricks to achieve your goals. This game uses an open world concept which free you to explore the corners of London. Ghostwire Tokyo. Ghostwire Tokyo is an action-adventure game played from a first-person perspective. The player can use various psychic and paranormal abilities to defeat the ghosts and spirits hunting Tokyo. Here, you will play as Akito Izuki, an ordinary person who died due to a fatal accident. With the help of spirits, Akito is resurrected from the dead and gains abilities. The game is a combination of the martial arts of karate and sorcery, as the player character can use hand gestures inspired by the traditional Kujikiri gestures to cast spells. The magic power that we can control here is called Ethereal Weaving. This ability is a gift from a figure named KK, a character in the form of a shadow and can enter Akito's body. The graphics of this game show a realistic city with a mysterious and scary feel. Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world game that allows players to explore the vast night city with a variety of vehicles. There are a number of cities with different themes, which look slum, business center cities, to barren land that is isolated from civilization. The gameplay includes real-time combat, dialogue choices that influence the storyline, character upgrades, and the use of futuristic technology. The RPG elements in Cyberpunk 2077 can be seen from the skill tree which support gamers' playing styles, attacking with weapon attacks and their sick effect, or playing safe by paralyzing enemy from a distance by hacking them. Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is an action role-playing game that has interesting features such as unique characters, a vast and beautiful world, an exciting adventure system, and a gacha mechanism that allows you to collect new characters. In Genshin Impact, you will be a traveler stranded in a world called Teyvat. You have to find out about your existence in this world while saving your lost brother. You also have to defeat the evil forces that want to destroy this world. Genshin Impact offers gameplay that mixes RPG elements with real-time action. Players can use different elements to create powerful elements reactions, like you can use water element to wet the enemy and then ice element to freeze them. This adds strategic depth to the battle. Another interesting feature of Genshin Impact is the vast and beautiful world that you can explore. Immortals Fenyx Rising. Immortals Fenyx Rising features an open world with detailed environment, weather effect, and lighting that create a visually engaging experience inspired by Greek mythology. Players take on the role of Fenyx, a customizable characters, and can explore a vast, vibrant world filled with diverse regions, mythical creatures, and challenging puzzles. The game incorporates hack and slash combat with a mix of melee and range attacks. Combat is fast-paced and reward players for mastering dodges, parries, and combos. Voice acting and characters' dialogue contribute to the storytelling, with Zeus and Prometheus providing entertaining commentary. Far Cry 6. Far Cry 6 is part of the Far Cry series known for its intense and varied open-world shooter experiences. The game is set in a fictional Caribbean country called Yara, which was inspired by the country of Cuba. You will play as Dani Rojas, a person involved in a resistance against the authoritarian regime led by Anton Castillo. You will join the resistance and try to overthrow Anton's regime. The gameplay focuses on fast-paced shooting actions and a vast open world. You can explore diverse environments including forests, mountains, cities, and villages. In combat, you can use a variety of firearms, equipment, and vehicles to confront the regime's forces. There are also pets that can aid in battle, such as an attack dog or a falcon that can be used as scouts. Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales is an action-adventure game developed by Insomniac Games and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. The core gameplay of Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales is the same of its predecessor, Marvel Spider-Man 2018. It features the same open world. In the game, you play as Miles, who has the ability to glide between buildings in New York City using a spider web. This web swinging provides an incredible sensation of freedom when exploring the city. Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy is an action role-playing game played in third-person perspective. This game is set at Hogwarts School. Even though there are no main characters from the Harry Potter films or books in this game, you can still feel the very strong feel of Hogwarts here. Not only the visual appearance very authentic, but the background music in this game is also very identical to that in the film. Just like stories in books and films, here you will not only be a student, but also have to fight people who harm you. The attack mechanic in this game is also very friendly for beginners, because it uses an auto-aim system. What amazed me about this game is that you can ride a flying broomstick like in films and books. Because the map is very large, the broomstick will help you to explore. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. This colorful action-adventure is the quintessential console exclusive, released for the PlayStation 5 in 2021. It is part of the Ratchet and Clank series, known for its combination of action, adventure, and platforming elements. Set in a bright, cartoony sci-fi galaxy, the game follows Ratchet, a furry alien space hero, and his robot sidekick Clank, as they attempt to resolve an interdimensional crisis sparked by one of their old enemies. Here you will involve yourself in intense battles, explore various locations, and solve puzzles. Rift Apart is one of those games that feature highly detailed graphics, a vibrant world, and spectacular visual effects. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The Witcher 3 is an RPG game known for its huge open world, immersive story, complex characters, and stunning graphics. The story takes place in a fantasy world full of conflict, crime, and politics. You will play as Geralt in search of his lost adopted daughter, Ciri, who has very strong magical powers and is the target of various factions and supernatural creatures. While searching for Ciri, you will be involved in various conflicts, interact with various characters, and pursue various side and main story missions. Gameplay includes real-time combat using a variety of weapons, including his famous sword, as well as magical abilities to defeat the enemies. The game's stunning graphics offer an experience in a rich and challenging fantasy world. Grand Theft Auto 5. It is undeniable that Grand Theft Auto is one of the best games in the last decade. This is an action-adventure game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. The game is played from a third-person or first-person perspective, and the world is navigated on foot and in vehicles. Here, you will control three protagonists, namely Michael, a middle-aged ex-con, Franklin, a young low-level criminal who is under Michael's supervision, and Trevor, Michael's psychotic best friend. The story centers on a series of heists and many missions involve shooting and driving gameplay. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Sucker Punch Production released a neat game called Ghost of Tsushima on July 17, 2020. They re-released the same game with the title Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut on August 20, 2021. The story of the Ghost of Tsushima in the Director's Cut version is not at all different from the best version. You still play the role of Jin Sakai, a samurai who must experience a big dilemma with fighting to free Tsushima from the Mongol troop. But in the director's cut, they added a new threat and fear for Jin Sakai, namely the existence of the Eagle, a leader of shamans or magicians who can give many surprises. Apart from that, the graphics from the director's cut are more pleasing to the eye. The fighting action that you are going through will feel more real and thrilling, starting from the stunning natural landscape to the traces of blood caused by the battle. Everything looks very real and will make you feel at home playing it for long. Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores. Horizon Forbidden West is a direct sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. Burning Shores is a DLC expansion for Horizon Forbidden West exclusively on the PlayStation 5. It was released on April 19, 2023. This expansion brings Aloy to the Burning Shores, a volcanic archipelago formed from the ruins of Los Angeles, accessible after completing the main story. In here, Aloy is depicted as a more open and friendly figure than when she was still so obsessed with her mission in Horizon Forbidden West. What I like most about this expansion is the exploration side of new areas with a touch of natural beauty that always amazes me. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is an action RPG video game developed by Bethesda Game Studios and published by Bethesda Softworks. The game's main story centers on the player's character's the Dragonborn on his journey to defeat Alduin the Wall Eater, a dragon who is predicted to destroy the world. Skyrim features everything you expect from an RPG. Questline, NPC grants, a leveling system, companions, lore, and seemingly endless dungeon to explore. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates from me. I really appreciate your support and enthusiasm. If you have any question, feedback, or requests for further content, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I hope to see you again in the next video.